We are doing a special first place little deck profile starring these two little amazing cards. Yeah, who would have guessed that? Alright, we are doing our Gishki Spright deck. Guys, make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Alright, so this is Austin's build. He went basically won locals over the weekend here, and there's a much different take than what we've seen a lot on the format here. Say hi.
Hi.
So we're playing two copies of the EV Gishki super good monster. How you liking just two of these?
Liking two. You can search it with all your other Gishkis, so you don't really need to max out on it.
Okay. We have two copies of the Gishki Abyss. 100% revivable, and this works anytime on summon, right?
Yep, it is not a hard once per turn or soft once per turn.
And then we have two copies of Shadow here. Going to be another generalized searcher for the deck, right? This one searches monsters or anything?
No, that one searches any monster.
With 1,000 or less.
Yep, and then Shadow searches the ritual spell.
And then it can fulfill the entire ritual cost.
Yep, first.
And then this one searches for the monster, right?
Yep, and it also can fulfill the whole cost.
Okay. This is also another level 2. So your level 2 synergy in here is, I can only imagine this deck with Spright Elf.
Yeah, I miss it already.
I bet you do. Alright, so we also play 3 copies of this. What's this guy do?
Your best normal summon in the deck. Well, I guess aside from some other cards.
Oh,
but he special summons a Gishki from your deck. So you summon out Abyss, you search out whatever you need, and then he can also fulfill the full cost. So you search out Shadow, get your mirror, and then you use him. So and then if a Gishki brings back him, so you have your 2 monsters first friend.
Full Spright combo.
Yep.
Alright, so your Spright package is going to seem a little bit weird. Why only 2 of each of these?
You're on really hard space constraint. Like, I think I'm at 41 right now, and that's with everything in it, so...
Okay, so you basically just went ahead and reduced Spright numbers to compensate for the Gishki package.
Yeah, because I also play the Nimble Engine, which most people don't, but I feel like it's still good.
It's free extender, so 2, and then 1 of each of these guys. So 6 of the Spright monsters in total. Mm-hmm. And then you're on 3 Nimble Beavers and 2 Anglers here. So
yep.
How you liking having this package in the deck?
I still like it because you can just summon you summon the big guy first. And typically your Grimace is going to bait out your hand trap. So they ash your Grimace, you just proceed to go into Spright combo, sprint out the Angler, and then you just do your board like normal. Make Toad. And then at least you're not ending on the best board, but I mean...
It gets you someplace.
Get you there.
And then we play the Swap Frog and the 1 Dupe Dupe.
I've just been testing that instead of playing 3 Swap Frog. I haven't ran into Super Poly yet, but I have a feeling I'm going too soon.
Well, I mean, this is also something you can summon off of the Toad, too, for protection, which is really good. And then we have 3 copies of Ash Blossom. Mm-hmm. Do you like having those as your, I guess, only hand traps in the monster section?
Yeah, definitely. I don't like getting hit by Thrust, though, a lot, so that's why I was like, I'll just play these instead.
Now, you're only playing 2 starter. How'd you like this?
I didn't see a problem with it. I mean, I drew it when I needed it, and it wasn't clunked in my hand, so...
Okay.
Yep, seems pretty good.
You're playing triple copies of Focalization.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's this thing you do?
Searches out a Gishki monster, and then at the end phase, if you control a ritual Gishki, banish it from the graveyard, set a Gishki spell or trap.
Okay, so this
or Aquamere spell and trap.
Okay, so you set this good card.
Yep.
Then. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So for our mirrors, we have one of the old Gishki Aquamere, and then we play 1 copy of the Focalization. Yeah,
Photo Mirror is really good. I mean, I don't like paying 5,000 life points, but if I don't have the correct fulfillment cost.
I'm surprised you're not playing the one that tributes the opponent's monster.
I thought about it, but like I said, I think these 2 are good. The Aquamere is really good because you can, if something happens to your Gishki, then you can just put it back in your hand and put the mirror back in your deck.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yep. So it's just kind of a test thing, but they work just fine.
Okay, and then we have 1 copy of Smashers because, essentially full Spright combo. And then we have triple Imperm. You're playing one of this. How'd you like the double cross?
I love the double cross. It makes up for the fact that you can't Spright Elf Toad back, so this brings back your Toad. But it also serves the purpose that when your opponent summons a monster, you just take their monster and put it on your Exceed monster.
Okay.
It takes their normal summon away.
And then I see you're playing the Aqua Mirror Illusion here for shenanigans. Okay.
I like having Evan Gishki twice. Twice in a turn.
Okay, well,
But you don't get the special summon, his water special summon effect when he's summoned off the trap. It's only when he's ritual summoned.
yeah, it's just to set up something. All right,
Yep, set up another negate.
So, extra deck here. We have a whole bunch of one-ups. I heard you were typically scooping if Diabolsis came down or something.
Yeah, if you lose the die roll game 1 and you can't break the board and you're going against cash, you just scoop it up so they can't see your extra deck because you're on a lot of one-ups.
Okay, so we play 1 to heart to basically set up super boards. We have 1 sprint here to set up essential full combo. 1 copy of the Tsukiyami. Oh, how'd you like this guy?
I actually love that card.
Okay, so explain to me the purpose
You
of
have to be
this.
careful though because you always have to have 2 monsters that are the same level on board. You can't use Exceeds or anything like that. It has to be strict monsters. But basically, you bounce the Swap Frog back to your hand after you dumped it by summoning it off of Gigantic Spright. And then you activate his effect. They have to stop it right away because it's an immediate XYZ summon after it summons the monsters. So they have to stop it when you activate the effect when it's link summoned. It summons 2 Swap Frogs and you make Toad.
Okay.
And then if its effect never came up, but if it points to an Exceed monster and that Exceed monster detaches, it destroys a spell or trap on the field.
There's 1 unicorn for defense. Now this is like the big combo for your deck right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, at times I kind of wanted access code, but at other times the Evermax it came up 1 time and it got kaiju'd and then it was able to bounce, so it was okay.
Yeah, but I mean, an indestructible, you know, Avermax is very hard for a lot of players to be able to add in this current era.
Yep, I think I made Evermax twice and it just sat there and looked at my opponent.
Well, that's fair. We have 1 Sky Cavalry, 1 Stack 'em Up Zeus. I like this.
I don't know. I've played it. I ran into it a couple times, but then there's other times where it's like I don't have the 2 darks, so it just kind of sits in my extra deck as a...
I mean, it's something you can drop if you really want to attempt to play something else.
Downard was something I was thinking.
We also have the Herald.
That card's amazing.
This good card. 2 Gigantic Sprites.
Yep.
And then 1 copy of this guy.
That guy put in a lot of work.
Oh, he actually was relevant.
Yeah, it's super relevant.
So what do you want to change in the extra?
Probably going to drop the Vision. I kind of want to play the Downard for the Zeus play.
That's
to
fair.
have that extra material. But other than that, I mean, I feel like the extra is pretty solid. Like I said, if you're going second on tier and it's game 1, and they start ripping your stuff apart, I always just scooped it up and went straight to game 2 because at least
So
I
you
know
can
my
get your
side
side,
deck was ready.
Alright, so for Cashed Hero, we have 3 giant gold rare rocks.
Yucky.
Literally, this is a meteorite. How'd you like only 2 of these?
It came up against one of my matches, so I mean it was good to see it. I don't like things that eat my normal summon though, so I'm thinking almost of just dropping those. I'm probably putting in evenly matched because there are a couple other cards that I just never used.
That's fair. I mean, it's unfortunate.
I have Nib. Nib's what I need.
I see that you have these good cards.
Yep, those good cards. They never came up. They're more for the fact that if I start off with the Vision or the Shadow and they try to ash it because they don't want that to go through, or the Focused, then you can Gamma, at least get you bodies on the board and it's a level 2.
Okay.
But I'm also thinking about cutting those because, like I said, Evenly and Lightning Storms are a little bit better in this format, I feel.
Okay, triple Book of Eclipse. Have you considered maining these?
Yes, but I'm out of space, so I didn't main them. But I will tell you what, when I sided them in game 2 and 3, they were nothing less than amazing.
We have 1 copy of Lightning Storm.
That's the one I'm talking about going up to 3, probably, with the back row decks.
And then we have triple copies of Dimensional Fissure here, wrapping up. This very interesting deck. Little bit of things to change, but I mean, you still won. Like, that's all that matters.
It's a pretty solid thing.
I mean, of course it's solid. People don't know how to this card.
Yeah.
This card is the nuts. All right, guys. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think of the list, and we will see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace out.
Patrons,
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.